Hello there, and welcome to Club Nintendo, level 177. I'm joined today by Mr. Aaron Rivera. Welcome, Aaron.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Are you a simulcasting here?
So I'm trying to, and then I forgot right before you went live that we were doing this, and so yeah, I'm trying to set it up now.
Okay, okay. Well, while you're doing that, uh, it is a glorious day as the Wii U has officially showcased how bad of a failure it was by having the Switch already outsell it within the first 9 months, I believe.
The Wii U wasn't a failure; it was an experiment.
It was an experiment. Yes, that's one way to put it.
Yep.
So yeah, the Wii U sold 13.5 million units over the course of its life, which was what a good 4 years, I think. And
Let's see, what was it? 2012? Yeah, about
yeah,
4 years. It was short.
and and within 9 10 months, the Switch has sold over 14 million units, 14.86 units, so closer to 15 actually. So that's it. Just shows you what happens when you put a product that people want on the market.
Yeah.
So and whopping 7.23 million units were in the last quarter alone, Aaron. That holiday season, people buying it up,
Yeah.
and they are and attach rates. Some crazy numbers here, Aaron. Out of the 14 to 15 million consoles, how many do you think of those million have Mario Odyssey? Uh, you
Oh,
know,
I know this. Is it 9 million?
it is, yeah. So it died out of 14.8. What's the percentage there?
I don't
It's
know.
a
That's
crazy
a
high
lot.
percentage.
Yeah. That's
That's
about
60.
65%. No?
Yeah, 60.8%.
Okay.
So, more than half by a good
Wait,
margin have
60?
Mario.
We have 50. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the next highest seller because people love Mario Kart, and that's 7.33 million. And Breath of the Wild 6.7 million units sold. So
Yeah.
pretty remarkable.
Mario Kart. I'm surprised that Mario Kart sold that many.
Are you
7.3.
though? I mean, it's Mario Kart. People love Mario
Yeah, but
Kart.
it's an old game.
Brand new to most of these 15 million people, I would say.
Oh man.
Wouldn't you?
Maybe. I mean, I
Would
still
Would you
bought it.
say? I mean, I'd say most Switch people did not own a Wii U.
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe.
The majority, I would say the majority. Would you say the majority or
Well, maybe now the majority, but I would say that
at
like
launch?
the
No,
yeah within the first 3 months, I think everyone that had a Switch probably had a Wii U.
I'd say most for sure.
Most.
Yeah, some were like, oh, finally back into Nintendo's wheelhouse now. So speaking of Mario Kart, Aaron, we got some news. The Mario Kart Tour is in in the mobile scene sometime this next year. What do you think? In the fiscal year.
Um,
Are you excited to play Mario Kart on your iPad, your
no,
iPhone?
I'm not really into mobile games. Like I try every once in a while, but they're not really that fun to me. I'd
Okay.
rather play something, on my 3DS or Switch.
So you don't have one of those with you, just don't do anything, right?
I rarely even use my phone as it is. So,
Curious. Okay.
like on my like weekend, which starts on Sunday nights, my phone stays on whatever charge is left on it until Tuesday night when I plug it
hmm
in right before I go to bed, so it can be charged for the work week. 'Cause I just don't do anything with it anymore.
So you sound like a prime uh, candidate for like an SE owner, but you're
Yeah,
not.
I actually want the plus just so I don't have to worry about battery life. I could just set it down and leave it for probably 4 or 5 days.
That's
Yeah,
fair. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I'm kind of the same with you. I have my Apple Watch when I'm going out
yeah.
about. It's got LTE. My
Well, I
phone,
don't have that, but when I'm around the house, like my watch has Wi-Fi.
and,
I can get
and
everything.
I'll answer phone calls on my iPad when I'm home. Like
Yeah,
my
yeah,
my
me too.
phone's in the other room charging.
Yep. Yeah, I use my iPad a lot more than anything else nowadays.
Yeah. But anyways, mobile games. Mario Kart Tour can be great on my iPad when I'm at no, when I don't have my Switch with me. Um, but sometimes I'm out about where I don't have my console. And Mario Kart could be cool. I'm curious if they'll go full control with your tilt steering and stuff, or if this will be a different kind of experience. Do you think it'll be a full racing game like we've seen on mobile, or is this gonna be a weird thing?
I think it'll be a full game. I mean, look at the last Mario game that come to mobile. It was a pretty full, complete game. I think that they're going to go all out on this, especially that we have probably a full year until this game comes out.
Because traditionally, they've oriented all their mobile games one-handed, where it's vertical orientation. Most racing games are not that way.
Yeah,
Do you think they'll break their normal trajectory and do it how we actually want it? I think.
I think they will
Okay.
because I think that this will probably have multiple control options. And if you think about what will they do to allow you to control, you're gonna probably have some buttons on screen. Maybe like an accelerate, brake, and maybe turn with like you know the like accelerometer, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that
And
they're
they
gonna
could
have to
implement
turn it
the
into something.
auto steering thing that they had in the deluxe version and some of the assist type things, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm curious how that does, how that is. Um, I'm more excited for Mario Kart 9 whenever that hits. But yeah. Now, Aaron, this September, are you ready to pay Nintendo $20 for your online service?
I am ready. I'm ready for
Okay.
this online service to come. It's been a while. I thought it was supposed to be last September,
Yeah, I think
so they
so.
were only a year off.
Yeah. So yeah, well, we'll finally get some virtual console through that. That's my
Yeah,
understanding. That's probably what I'm more excited for. I am
I've heard.
curious what they do with online. That I'd hope E3 would showcase some of that.
Yeah, I'm wondering though, how are these virtual console games going to work? Or you're gonna have to have the subscription. Does that mean you're gonna have to be online all the time to play them? Or
I would hope not.
yeah,
I would hope it's kind of like Xbox Games Pass, where you download it and can. I think you can be offline with Games Pass. Is that accurate? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't used it.
I have not either. The other big news out of this, the Mario movie is official. Shigeru Miyamoto is producing it. The people that created Minions are helping with it, are doing it. You excited? You gonna see some Mario in the movie theater?
Yeah, it'll be cool. I never saw the Minions movies or like Despicable Me or anything, so I don't know anything about those people or if it's any
They've got
good.
chops. They've got good chops. And with Miyamoto, like Miyamoto produced, the Rabbids video game, and that I think was pretty
Yeah.
well done. He'll give them the yay or nay as to what Mario should be doing. So, anything else at that earnings call that you remember worth talking about?
Um, let's see. I actually have the PDF up here. Ooh, did we go over the sales? No, they have a lot. They made a lot of money.
They
So
did.
they ended up gross profit was 140 billion yen. That's that's quite a bit. I don't know what that translates to in the dollars, but
Right.
let's see. They got some sales numbers. Ooh, and let's see. Oh, did we talk about 3DS sales?
We did not, because I just 3DS is
Yeah.
dead to me, Aaron.
Well, 3DS is kind of surprising. We were talking about, I think, last show how they, are still selling quite a bit. Uh, well, they sold 6 million, 6 million 3DS.
That's substantial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3DS software sold 40 million compared to the Switch software. It sold 50 million.
Yeah, didn't the Pokemon game sell like 8 million?
I don't know. It doesn't have that
It's
on here,
the
but yeah.
from what I heard, it's the highest selling release since Yellow of a third iteration of a game.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah. pretty crazy.
But yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot. So 3DS is still going strong. I think it's still going to have significant numbers just because the you know there's like so many out there. Like this has
And
been out since
it's really
2000.
cheap to get a 3DS these
Yeah,
days.
super cheap. So
And there's a lot of good games for it.
yeah.
Like if I was a parent, would I buy another Switch? No, because I have 10 3DSs. Joking halfway. But yeah. Um, yeah. They had a really profitable quarter,
Yeah.
and um, yeah, they're gonna get creative with what they're doing. Like Labo, they would not be doing this if this was not a hit, I think.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I was reading this wrong. Oh no, that's their forecast were those numbers of games.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. Wow, dang.
So speaking of Labo, we got some more news about this, Aaron.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the garage feature?
No.
So this is pretty wild. So the press got sent to a little event, and they showcased this garage where you're gonna be able to program Labo to do what you want. You'll be able to build your own cardboard things that are your own. So you make your own creations. You can attach to your Switch as many Joy Cons as can be paired to your Switch at one time. To believe that would be two. Is it 4 or 8? I don't know how many. You're able to connect to Labo all the Joy Cons and do some crazy stuff with them. And the IR sensor of the Joy-Con is heat sensitive, so you could program an RC car, for instance, to drive towards heat, uh, and do some other wild things with this. You can program uh, things like steering and like that pedal thing. You could build your own pedal. There's lots of things you could do with this. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
That sounds pretty cool. So basically, you can just like
Become a
create all this
programmer.
wild stuff. Yeah, you program and build all this working stuff.
I can't wait to see the Reddit and like.
Yeah.
So I may not be as creative with like the programming angle of what can be done, but I'm sure some people will figure some crazy stuff
Yeah,
out and
and then they'll
share it,
share it.
and
Yeah.
then I'll make it myself, and it'll be wow, this is awesome.
Yep.
Someone built a guitar at this demo session, and they were able to program the guitar. I think piggybacking off of the piano tech,
Yeah.
but so yeah, crazy. Like this is exciting, and it comes with the variety kit, from what I understand, and probably the robot set too.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm very excited for my Labo to come in April 20th, Aaron.
Yeah.
I will not be playing God of War. I'll be playing with my cardboard.
I need to still order mine, or I might just go into a store and get it that day. We'll see.
Yeah, Best Buy, way to do it, 20% off.
Yeah.
You have Gamers Club unlocked still,
I
right?
don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay, it's worth it for Labo. Save all that cardboard money.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So, what have you been playing, Aaron?
I have been playing a couple of things. I've been playing some Skyrim recently. Getting back into that slowly.
I'm gonna
Um,
be getting that pretty soon, Aaron. Very
yeah,
excited.
it's pretty fun. So it's a lot like Zelda, to where it's all about like exploring, and then just doing what you want. Except after playing Zelda, I think you're gonna find it kind of restricting in some ways.
I can't climb and jump off the
Yeah,
top mountains.
yeah, and you die a lot easier, like from falls and stuff, than you do in
What
Zelda.
happens when you die?
When you die, it just goes back to your most recent save.
Okay.
Yeah, so you want to save often in
Yes.
that
Okay.
game.
Oh,
Yeah,
your most recent save.
yep.
So it's not like checkpoints or like you.
So
Oh,
there
okay.
is like an auto save feature, but it doesn't save as much as you want. It only does it for if you're going in and out of buildings for the
Okay.
most part.
So saving is my friend.
Yeah,
Can you save in the
and
middle of battles?
can, but you
But
don't
then you're
want
stuck in
to.
the middle of battle and you'll
Yeah.
die again, right?
Yep.
Would that just be an endless loop if you die?
Yeah,
How's that work?
that's happened. But when
So be
you
wise when you save.
yeah
Don't save when
yeah
you're about to die. Yeah, you
exactly.
could save as you're jumping off a cliff and about to die and have no way of getting out. Is that right?
I don't think you can save when you're in the air. That's the only limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they did think
Yeah.
that one through. Okay. And
Yeah.
Celeste, how far are
Oh,
you into that?
Celeste. Yeah. So that game is so good. I just started it, I think yesterday or maybe 2 days ago. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's one of those games where you basically are just, it's like a platformer trying to get through the level, kind of like Super Meat Boy. There's just challenges, the level's kind of set up. There's just one path that you kind of have to learn. And they have like some little strawberries that you can get along the way. The interesting thing about these strawberries is they don't matter. Like it's just if you want to get the strawberry, go get the strawberry, but you don't
Did it
have to.
matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
It's just a collectible. Like it does like there's collectibles that you might actually get. If you get 25, you can get something or whatever, but this doesn't have anything. It even had one of those little like a loading screen or whatever that said that the strawberries don't do anything. So they're just kind of like a bragging right, I guess, if you're trying to be a completionist. But
How's the
yeah,
story so far?
the story is pretty good. So basically, Celeste is actually the name of the mountain, and you play as this girl who is kind of shy and kind of like aloof from society. It seems like, and she's just going on this adventure, climbing up this mountain. Shortly into it, she like makes this call to her mom, and it's really weird. And then you find out that this is all a dream, kind of, and she kind of has like anxiety and panic attacks and stuff. And the story is all about kind of like a comment on today's society that we live in, like social networking and just how people treat one another, and anxiety and depression. And it's pretty interesting the way that they talk about all these subjects, but through like a video game. And there's a lot of comedy in it. um, and the art style is really great. They combine kind of like pixel art with like the map where you choose, like the level is kind of this 3D, kind of looks like N64 kind of style. And then they also have some hand drawn elements in there, so pretty cool.
How's the music?
Oh, the music's really awesome. So it's because you can be stuck in like an area for a long time, listening to the same sounds over and over again. The music is really great. It's actually something that like you want to listen to. Like today I was playing it at work, and I was kind of sad that I had to turn the volume down.
You're playing
So
it at work. It sounds
yeah,
like a great job you got here.
yeah, I take the Switch to work nearly every day.
Yeah. Now, how long are I mean, chapters are you into this, and like, how long does it take
So
you to get
I'm
through a
on, I
chapter?
believe, the third chapter. Let me save and quit here.
Are there like sub chapters, like 1-1, 1-2, 1-3?
Um, Let me see. I think there's just chapters. Let me see. So when you start out here, this is if you're watching the video stream, and this is the main menu, and it's kind of 3D, and you can see the mountain there. And once you select climb, it shows you your save. I've died 465 times, and I've only been playing for 3 hours.
Wow.
And here's the music. So it's real classic, but it's it's nice.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like a boss fight right now, where there's a guy that's chasing me. So the music's real upbeat. Yeah.
Have you used any of the modifiers to make it easier?
No. So right when you start the game, it asks you if you want to turn on like assist mode. I watched the video of what that is, and it basically looks like the game just guides you through the level, and you just kind of steer.
Well, there's also like modes where you can't die,
Yeah.
modes where you slow down time and stuff like that. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've heard of people doing speed runs on this. There's like a speed run that's built, or a speed run mode that's built into the game to where it'll show your time, stuff like that. But
That's cool.
uh, yeah, there's a lot of mechanics in the game that you can really master, kind of like Mario Odyssey, right? You can just kind of go run and jump, or you can really master all the jump techniques. And that's kind of how this game is. You only have one ability, which is like a dash. So you have
Hmm.
jump, and then you can dash in like any one direction for a short length. But you have to touch back on the ground before you can dash again,
Okay.
or you can grab like an orb. So some pages, because you're going through chapters, so each room is like a page. Uh, some pages will have like these orbs that you can collect, and if you're in a jump and you get an orb, then it'll give you a second kind of dash in the air.
Okay. Anything else to say on it for now?
Um, I think everyone should get this because it's so much fun. Like it's like when you play like Super Meat Boy or some games like that, you get real frustrated. I haven't yet got frustrated in this because you're not really competing against anything, or you're just trying to get further so you can get through the story. And it's really relaxing kind of in that way because you're
Hmm.
like rewarded for every time you get through a little section with a short story progression.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Okay. So it's out on pretty much all the
I think it's
platforms
on all
for 20
platforms.
bucks.
Yeah, $20.
Not on 3DS.
Yeah.
um, Before we move on to our next topic, I just want to mention Mitomo is ending on May 9th. So get in all your questions, answer those questions as quickly as you can. Are you sad about Mitomo ending?
No, I don't even have it installed. I don't. Yeah, I think I played it for the first couple of weeks, and then I just uninstalled it and never had the desire to go back on.
Okay.
I think once I
The
got
other
the chicken
mention,
costume,
what's that?
like once I got the chicken costume, I was like, oh, that's all I really wanted out of this game.
Yeah. I mean, I had my fun with it, but yeah, not terribly so. The other mention is a very rare Wii U game. It's coming to Switch both physically and digitally. Aaron, I mentioned this in the chat a little bit ago. Do you remember which one this is?
I remember you talking something about it. It's I don't remember the game.
It is Hello Kitty
Oh
Cruisers.
yeah.
I'm looking on eBay now. There are ranges from $60 or $40 for the European version, all the way up to $200. Someone's trying to sell the disc only for 170. So this is a very rare Wii U game, and you will now be able to get it on your Switch. So you excited to buy this very rare game now
No,
that's
I
going to
can
be
tell you are
available.
the you've been watching it for weeks.
I have, yeah. Very excited. Who doesn't like Hello Kitty racing game? Yeah, it's probably
Yeah, I'm
better than
sure
Mario
it's
Kart. Let's be
yeah.
real.
It's gonna take Mario. It's gonna sell more than Mario Kart's 9 million.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh gosh. So
Nearly
yeah,
every Wii U
I thought that
launch.
was just hilarious. Like, what other random, very rare Wii U games can we get? And they're rare because no one bought them.
I'm
Yeah,
sure we're gonna see some more of that, some more stuff come through.
it's bizarre. I guess. I mean, Hello Kitty's is a big name, so that makes sense. I guess. Um. Yeah. What? Yeah. It's the port we didn't ask for. So I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade 2, Aaron. I'm 80 hours into this masterpiece. I'm in the end of chapter 7. I believe I have 2 or 3 more chapters to go. This game's remarkable. I'm stuck at this boss fight right now, so I'm using the Merc leveling system, the Mercs, to help me get some XP. And I've been battling the same boss probably like 10 or 20 times. He's pretty brutal, and I'm having a blast with it. It's my favorite Xenoblade so far, which is surprising because I love the first one so much. The music's been just striking how well done it is. There's areas in the game where you'll have Gregorian chants going, original compositions in that style because you're in some kind of temple, this ancient place, and the contextual music is just perfect. And the amount of anime in this game is unreal. It's probably like a 5 to 10 hour anime game right within here. Probably close to the 5 hour mark. But I'm guessing after I'm done, I think you can look at all the cutscenes. There's probably a good 5 hours of just story content, if not more. And it's a really great story. Um, and the
Yeah,
combat system's great. It's beautiful. Yeah.
I really want to play it, but there's just so much other stuff.
Did you pick this one up yet or no?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend this when you are looking for something meaty. This is
Yeah.
definitely a meaty game that you will lose yourself in.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah,
Cool.
like I really want Xenoblade One and X on Switch now because I think part of the problem with the other two just were the platforms.
Yeah, I think that was a huge issue.
Like 3DS, that's closer to what I want, but Switch is what it needs to be. So after I finish two, I might go back on my 3DS and see if can tolerate it up there and finish. Because I have a save file on my Wii U from the original Xenoblade through the Wii backwards compatibility mode, and I've got a save file on my 3DS. I think they're about at the same place right about now. But anyways, so that's the bulk of what I've been playing. Um, I also non Nintendo related beat Knack 2 the other week, and I have pre-ordered digitally Shadow of the Colossus, which I've never played before, even though there's been a remaster on PS3 and it came on PS2. So this was my first time playing that game. And oh yeah, I picked up Doom. So I played the first chapter and a half of that,
What are you
and
playing it on?
I'm playing on Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had it on PS4. I got it for like $5-10 at some point, and I really want it on Switch. It's like I want to see. I was just very curious first off how good this would look,
Yeah.
and also it seems that like I want to support these efforts of this. I want more of this. More.
I just want it to be 60 FPS. Like, why can't?
It's a Switch, Aaron. It can only handle it so much.
No, the Switch can definitely do 60 FPS. I don't care if the battery life is decreased. Like, you can do
Wouldn't
it.
the resolution drop to like 600p?
Does it? If it's
I mean,
like what?
I'm not sure. Each game has different assets, but I'm not sure if every game can handle 60 FPS at 1080p or even 720p, depending on what you're doing.
I don't know. I feel like it should. Like, I feel like. I mean, we have games doing that already.
We do. Game is built from the ground up for it, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, it doesn't stand out to me as having choppy frame rate. Like the 30 looks great to my eyes, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not
I
as
haven't had
as
an
yeah.
issue. I mean, when I'm playing it, it's fine. But I just prefer 60. So I just want it to be there
Yeah.
because if I will, if I'm playing like a PC game and then I immediately pick up my Switch, I can definitely tell a difference for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I I want everything on Switch. I'll take whatever performance they can give me as long as it's not a headache. It's not, you know, I want consistent frame rate. That's key. And I want it to look good, and that's met with Doom. Like it's not standing out as bad frame rate or looking bad. So yeah. Zelda. Oh, I beat all the DLC. I'm not sure if we talked about that or not. Well, not all the DLC. I beat the Pack 2, and I made it through that Trial of the Sword, the first difficulty level. So there's 3 difficulty levels, and your sword gets powered up a little bit each time you make it through
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
So I made it through the first difficulty level, which that's some intense stuff
Yeah.
you go through with that.
I've been playing it a little bit. The last time I played, I was working through the second DLC pack because I got frustrated with the first with the the tower thing.
Yeah, don't blame me. It's a frustrating
Yeah.
set.
So I made it through to uh let's see, I did all the first set of shrines.
Okay, so you're out of the nightmare mode, as I call it, where you don't have any hearts.
Yes.
Good.
And I went to like the desert and I think I just did like the desert thing where I killed some big guy and now it like there's a shrine that opened up.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I really love that second set DLC. Some of those shrines are some of my favorite in the whole game, and it accumulate to the end. You get to do something pretty awesome. Besides unlocking the motorcycle, Aaron, it's so good.
So
Uh, it makes the Korok hunting as like
yeah.
a thing you can do now just enjoyable. So you're on your motorcycle with your mask, you're riding around Hyrule, and then the mask goes off, and you get off your bike, look around. It's a great way to chill out and explore Zelda. Yeah.
Okay. So you can just call it at any time.
Anytime. I don't believe you can do it in the desert. And I tried to do it in Trial of the Sword to see if I could just run over people with it. It didn't let me do that, sadly.
Okay.
But anytime, yeah, you just summon it. It drops from the sky. Or it doesn't drop, it just like appears. It's like a teleportation from a Star Trek ship.
Does it
Um,
do the teleportation like with your horse arm or with like the ancient armor?
I have not done the ancient armor yet
Oh,
for
okay.
the horse.
So if you haven't been using the ancient armor, you need to put it on. It's the only armor to ever use. It gives you 2 extra stamina on your horse. When you can like press A to make it go fast.
Okay,
And
so first, how do you put armor on the horse? Because I got all this horse armor. I have the ancient armor. I did that quest.
there's one of the stables. I forget the name of it, but if you go and talk to the people on the side, they're like tending to a couple of horses. If you have a horse with you, they'll ask you if you want to change the armor.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it'll give you 2 extra stamina. Plus, it'll allow you whenever you like whistle for your horse, no matter where it is, it'll teleport right in front of you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it does the same thing. It's amiibo style, basically just, or it's rune style. So it adds the motorcycle to your
Oh,
rune
okay.
list.
Cool.
So that's where it goes, and it adds a little animation on the loading screens of the motorcycle, which is pretty nice.
Nice.
And it's so creative. The way you refuel it, Aaron, is you like put items in it. So like you have apples. There's some apples in there. Throw some
What?
bananas. You just put any item you have in there, and it'll give it fuel.
That's kind of cool because it
You know,
gives you a reason to actually get stuff now.
yeah, and you don't. It doesn't need to be anything in particular. So if you have like 1,000 apples, you just throw them all in there.
Which I
You
do.
can and you can pick a bunch of items up at once and throw them all in. You know how you do with cooking. You can pick up
Yeah.
a lot of items at once
Cool.
and throw them in, which is nice.
Can you throw fairies in there? Like you can cook them?
I haven't tried. I haven't tried. It's also pretty fun running over enemies with your motorcycle and jumping off cliffs with the motorcycle because you don't care. It's not going to blow up. You just, yeah, it's great because you can summon on the top of a mountain and you can ride it up a good majority of a lot of mountains too, where you don't need to climb as much. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game's so good. Um, what else? What else? So that's that. Let's see. Oh, ARM's got an update where there's tournament mode that unlocks every single ARM in the game that you can do in just like kind of a fun to play kind of mode. So that's now available, which is kind of cool. And guess that's it for games I've been playing. And let me just look through any news. Do you have anything else you've been up to playing? Otherwise?
No, I'm thinking about getting the Pro controller, but I just really don't want. I don't know. I'm
Oh,
thinking
you
about
should,
either
Aaron.
that or another set of Joy Cons. I already have 2 sets of Joy Cons.
I would get a Pro controller, Aaron. I really would. It's one of my favorite controllers. Like
Yeah.
it's so good, and having. I think it for me. It's like I like just switching up what I'm playing with. So like RSI, you can switch up your inputs to prevent RSI stuff from happening. I don't know. It's such a the buns are so big, Aaron. Like they feel so nice. Yeah, it's like translucent. The rumble's great. It's yeah. And there's a Xenoblade 2 version if you can
Yeah, I
still
saw
find it.
that, but it's a lot of money on Amazon.
How much are
Uh,
this going for on Amazon?
I don't know. I saw. I think it was around like 120 or something like that.
Wow. Are those really just are those hard to find these days? Um, because I have the Splatoon one. I kind of wish I got the Xenoblade one, but it was not out when I was getting my second one. Yeah, I'm seeing 85 in groovesinc.com.
Okay, here we go. I see one for 103 on Amazon.
Yeah, these things. I mean, it's weird because the Splatoon ones were available well after the fact.
Yeah,
These, it would appear, a little bit more limited.
I've been seeing though. There's like some wireless ones that like are on here. I was looking at a couple days ago. So they're just third-party ones, but they look almost identical to the Pro controller, and they're wireless.
They're not going to be as good, Aaron.
I know, but I also was looking at these other ones that are just wired because that's the only place that I would use it would be here at home. But
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's for. Yeah, I found one for 85 bucks. On grooves-inc.com. I've never heard of the site, but who knows? Could be good. I'm not sure. Oh gosh. Um, yeah. Anything else? Roller Coaster Tycoon got all their funding, so that game is going to get made at some point.
nice.
And then Bayonetta 1 and 2. Are you getting that in a couple weeks when that comes out?
No. I just made that decision. I don't know. I
Is it
just don't.
because you already own it for Wii U and you didn't
No, I
play it
don't.
there either?
I might get it. That game looks cool. The first one. That's all I really saw anything of. It looks interesting, but I don't know. I feel like there's so much right now that's out there to play that
Let's be real. You should get Xenoblade 2 before you get this the Bayonettas. Right.
because because they're both sexual games, and if you had to pick sexualized games, you can only
I
pick
I
one.
mean Bayonetta has some characters that are like that, Aaron, but that's not the reason. That's
So does
I would.
Xenoblade.
What's that?
So does Xenoblade. I've seen some
Oh, it
screenshots.
does. I wish it did it. Like I wish it was just.
You can't
I
figure
don't
it
want
out.
that. Like I really don't. It's the other games didn't, right? X and the original. Am I misremembering? Did they have that stuff? Do you remember the character
No, I don't think
designs?
they did have anything like that. Yeah,
Yeah, like why did they do that this time?
I don't
Come
know.
on, because like yeah, because gave to like a 13-year-old, which come on, not yeah. Anyways, but yeah, Xenoblade 2 I think is a masterpiece, and that would be the game to get if you know. But Bayonetta, it's a good deal. Like so in the eShop, if you buy, so you can buy Bayonetta 1 for $30, and that gives you a discount on Bayonetta 2. You're basically paying $60 for both games. You can buy Bayonetta 2 for $50, and then as a result, get Bayo 1 for $10. So it discounts it accordingly, incentivizes you to not just get Bayo 2 for 30. It instead prices them a little bit different. So
Okay.
yeah. And then yeah, that's it. Cool.
I just
Where can
found
folks?
something
What's
great
that?
online. So on Amazon, they have this adapter that you can plug in to any of your control, like a 360 or no, not 360, like Xbox One. Oh, you can use a 360 controller. So it shows an Xbox One, PS4, 360, and PS3 controller. You just plug it in to USB into this adapter that then converts to USB C and plugs into the bottom of your Switch, and then you can just use it, or you can just plug the adapter directly into the dock. and it will allow you to use those controllers on your Switch.
You know, I like the Pro Controller so much.
I think I'm gonna get this.
Okay. How much is the adapter?
It's only $17.
Okay. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try this out, and
You
I'll come back to you.
you really at some point, Aaron, we need to get you a Pro Controller. Like when's your birthday, man? Your birthday already
It's
happened.
coming up. It's April.
Coming up. April, okay.
All right, I'll be on the lookout for that Pro Controller.
No promises.
Here's the honest reason why I don't want. It's because like I don't want to get used to the Pro Controller and then feel like whenever I go like on the go, that I'm like, oh, these Joy Cons, this kind of feels weird. And then probably a little bit more than that is $70. That's a lot of money for a controller.
So you're not in the market for the Xbox Pro Controller that's like
No,
150.
I'm not, because I have a keyboard and mouse. And my mouse is here with all these buttons on it. I got like 20 buttons on this mouse. So
Yeah. It is I mean, it is really solid controller. I like it more than my PS4 controller. That says a lot. But yeah, that HD Rumble, Aaron, you won't get with hooking that thing up via that adapter. Just saying. HD Rumble.
that's true. But I turn off vibration on my console anyway.
What? You don't play with
Unless the
HD
game-
Rumble, Aaron?
So what I do normally with the game is I'll try it out and see if vibration is really necessary for the gameplay. And if it's not absolutely necessary, I turn it off because it's really bad for your hands.
Is it?
It's really bad for your nerves. Yeah, man, look it up. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff out there about how bad controller vibration is for your nerves and your hands.
Is it better because it's HD though?
I doubt it. I feel like the Joy-Con has the strongest vibration of any controller.
Oh, I
I've ever
can't.
found.
There was a glitch that one time where we had this game that just like went on 200%. It was wild.
Yeah.
I think it was RMX Racing had a bug for a bit. It was hilarious. Oh gosh. Well, Aaron, where can
Yeah.
folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me. Well, I think my transition's done now, so I've changed. I'm no longer on gaming things except for Nintendo at AL Rivera 423, but on Twitch and most other gaming platforms like Steam and stuff, you can find me at Sage Kinkajou. So,
Sounds good. How do you spell the
so Sage SAGE and Kinkajou KINKAJOU.
Cool deal. And you can find all my stuff. Username TCHATEN. Video version at youtube.com/tchan. And make sure to subscribe and Overcast, our podcast to Club Nintendo. Thanks for listening and watching. We'll be back next time for level 178. Bye-bye.